This is day 4 of our cross-Canada move from Moncton to Nanaimo. We're driving a U-Haul across the country with our entire lives packed inside, and after today we will have covered 2,631 kilometers or 1,635 miles. Today's drive takes us to Thunder Bay, Ontario, which will put us just under halfway across Canada, and once we get there, we will get 2 nights in one place. Morning. It's 7:30. We didn't get up as early as we wanted, but we really needed the sleep. It was freezing last night. We ended up bringing our little heater and setting it on the table last night. It worked out pretty well. We had to keep adjusting it throughout the night because it'd get too hot and then be too cold and then too hot and then too cold. There's a setting, an automatic setting on it, but it didn't work well.
No, yeah, it kept turning off, and it was just
not at the right temperature either.
And it wouldn't kick on. It was just I'm not sure why it wasn't working right. Works any other time, but apparently when it's cold out.
How'd you sleep?
I slept pretty good overall. I mean, after we got to sleep.
What's your body battery?
I'm at 60 right now.
I'm at 73.
Nice.
Yeah, my body battery is usually much lower than his, but so when it's not, it's a huge surprise. So we're gonna go head to the showers. I'll show you. The bathrooms here are kind of like 2 little outhouses. They have a ladies and a men's bathroom, but Cody just comes in with me to the ladies.
There's nobody else here anyway.
Yeah, there's
so
no one else here.
It's just us.
So we're gonna go do that, shower up, get some food started or something, and then get on the road as soon as possible.
We got a gas pit stop to make here soon this morning, and then I think we're good for probably 5 or 6 hours. So
we have a 9.5-hour drive today, but when we're done, we're gonna have two nights. We're gonna go to Thunder Bay, KOA, I think is what it is.
I think that's exactly it, yeah.
2 nights there, so yay, a bit of a break. And I was actually gonna talk to you and see if you wanted to do a third.
I was considering it.
It's been pretty grueling.
Yeah, break wouldn't be a bad thing, I don't think. As long as we like the campsite.
Yeah, we have to like the campsite first and see if our spot's open for a third night. But right. I think we're just out of season everywhere, so the chances are high that we can just book last minute anywhere.
Yeah.
I think there's only 3 people here right now.
And one's their own camper, so.
Yeah. We'll give a review of the campsite when we're done, when we leave. I have thoughts. Do you have thoughts?
I have thoughts.
I'm so dehydrated. I've been drinking water. I drink some pickle juice. I've been putting stuff on my lips, but I don't know if it's been the cold weather, the constant wind, or I don't really know what it is, but I've gotten so dehydrated doing this.
Kind of feeling that too, actually.
All right, we're gonna go shower, eat, and then get back on the road.
Look at our clothes pulled out.
Drop it off.
Yeah.
Shower over here. Toilet. It's pretty small in here. Definitely for 1 person, but we're gonna make it for 2.
Good morning again. We are on the road. It is 9 a.m. Our gas light came on literally a minute after we started driving, so we're heading to a gas station kind of along the route. As far as campsites go, though, I want to give a little summary of that place. It wasn't really a built-up campsite. It was very basic. It's just a field and a farmhouse. It's not really designed as a campsite initially. The road noises were very loud. We're right on the Trans-Canada Highway, so it was just truck after truck all night. Sometimes they'd have the brakes, and it was definitely a lot, sound-wise. When nothing was driving by, though, it was very peaceful. The bathrooms and kind of just in a little shack, and they're fine, but they're not closed in sealed or anything, and the water was actually backwards, so hot was cold and cold was hot. One of these things themselves doesn't necessarily equate a bad campsite, but maybe everything together, I don't know. The owners are nice. They live in the house that's on the property, and it was funny going in. I was just walking into their living room basically, and I was yep, gotta pay for this. And we are out in the middle of nowhere, so I guess that's kind of be expected.
My pros were it was convenient right off the Trans-Canada, had a big open field, so it was easy if you have something big and long like us. I think it's really made for not tent camping, but I think it's a great location for anyone who is in a fifth wheel or a travel trailer, anything where they're self-contained and they don't need to rely on the bathrooms or go outside, and they have like a sound barrier. Then you won't hear the trucks all night, and the cows. Though the cows did calm down once it got later. It's a mom and pop place, and they just turned their farm into a place where people can stop. There were plenty of electrical and water sites. Cons are the bathrooms just felt creepy. Once you get inside, it's not so bad, and I was expecting a bunch of bugs, but I think the only reason there weren't a bunch of bugs is because it was literally freezing yesterday, and so the bugs weren't out. But I can only imagine summertime, it's gonna get worse. It's also located next to some kind of wood factory that's like shooting out pink smoke, so not a huge fan of that. And then the other con I have is that I don't know if it's it's got to be one of the owners. He was really nice and walked us out to the site. Like, we just followed him and he guided us in, and that was great. But then he just stood there and stared at us while we were setting up, and it made me so uncomfortable. It's one thing to be friendly, and then it's another thing to just stand there and watch somebody. He wasn't saying anything. Anyways, overall, we got in, we got out, we got everything we needed from the place, so I would say it's pretty average, and I think it's definitely a place made for not tents.
We're gonna fill up and we're gonna keep on cruising.
We just stopped at a gas station, and I happened to look down, and the address to the place was Swastika, Ontario. I Google it. We're at a gas station. Cody's inside, so I'm like reading all about it. And apparently this town was named pre-World War II and pre-Hitler, and it doesn't have any connection to that. It was approached for the name to be changed, and the people were basically like, F you, I'm not changing. We were here first before the Hitler stuff. Like, this name was chosen. And basically, it's all of this historical stuff that they refused to change the name. So, and then right before we got to the gas station, we saw a banner sign that said, "Let's go Brandon," which is the F Joe Biden slogan from years ago. And they're still proudly doing that. So, I don't like this area.
I agree with that. And yeah, I think the whole thing with like that taking a personal stance on the history of the word, it's like, that's different. Like, they were only around for like 30 or 40 years at that point. Like, it's not like you have built up this huge fundamental like gigantic city, and you know, like, I mean, like, you're a little town, and probably a village at the time, not even a town, in the middle of nowhere. So it's kind of ridiculous to take that stance. You're so short-sighted. There's nothing else to say about that. Like, you're the problem.
Today's trip is going surprisingly well. We are actually arguing over who gets to drive. I just drove for 3 hours. Cody has now switched to the driver's seat. Did do another stop. We've done a couple stops. We stopped at a Tim Hortons earlier, and come to find out, that specific city is where it's the guy who created it, right?
Yep.
The guy who created Tim Hortons is actually from there, so that Tim Hortons is, you know, special to that city. And then we went through another city earlier called Moonbeam, and they had like a little extraterrestrial little circle thing. I wish I'd have snapped a picture of it, but it happened so fast. So I'm curious to see what kind of significance that city has. That's ice and snow. There's ice and snow.
Oh.
You can't see it, but that's so cool. Over to the right. It's way over to the right.
That's crazy.
And we stopped at a place called Independent Grocer, and it had our chips, so we're stocked on our chips. Yay.
That's some crazy rough water, though.
And yep, that store had our chips, and then they didn't have our oat milk, but we're gonna try we got walnut and we got an almond milk. It's just 2 ingredients. So we're gonna try those out. Oh, and we found a cereal, not really healthy, but we can't have seed oils, which is like most processed things. And not saying this isn't processed, but I haven't had Cinnamon Toast Crunch or like any cereal that is like truly delicious like that. And they made one without seed oils and without a bunch of other preservatives, so I'm super excited to try that out. It'll be really easy to do in the morning. Not very healthy, but easy. And I'm excited. This has been a pretty good day overall. Weather's been good. Roads have been good for the most part. I had a driving semi-buddy for a long time, so we paced each other really well. Audit's just been good. We are still 6.5 hours away and aiming to be there probably around 8 p.m. We were hoping to get there earlier today, but it is what there's something in the road. It might be a cooler. I know. There was oncoming traffic.
Yeah, I couldn't slow
I think it was a bucket full of something, like, you know, like those litter boxes.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
Well, that was our first time hitting debris in the road, but I think we're good.
Can't really get a good angle on it.
okay.
We are getting close to our last gas stop before we hit Thunder Bay. About an hour outside of our KOA campsite that we're staying at tonight. We just got through the last stretch of the Northern Highway coming out of like the north of Ontario. The last little stretch was really pretty. There was tons of mountains and stuff, but like also a little stressful for driving. We're looking forward to our last stretch and getting to this campsite so we can get situated and relaxed. I'm definitely feeling a little tired now after the day.
We are about 10 minutes away. We're still running low on daylight because it's so cloudy. 2 hours early before the sun was supposed to set, but it is what it is. It'll still be bright enough for us to set up. I'm so excited to stop moving and just be still for these next 2 nights.
Site number H71.
Nice.
Oh, right there. Should circle it. Okay, we're here. Okay, we drive up this left road right here.
We made it.
We made the trip, and you know, that last little stretch wasn't so bad. The highway opened up; it was smooth sailing, and now we got us a nice bowl of cereal. This is dinner. Our tent is all set up. Everything's kind of mostly ready for tonight, and we just gotta kind of like take care of ourselves before bed, and we got the night to ourselves.
It's 8:42 and we're in bed. This is the earliest yet.
Yeah, I mean the sun's still up, which is huge because normally like we're trying to fight twilight to get the tent up.
It's really cold and it's really windy right now. We have our little heater again, though I don't think we'll need it tonight. it's cold, but not
Yeah, it's not
as
like
cold.
freezing cold. It's just.
I think it's like 4 degrees right now. It's so quiet here, and everybody's like walking by.
Yeah.
So we're done recording for tonight.
I think so.
See you tomorrow.
Peace.